Hello my friends, my name is Marius de Pre, aka the Unhurried Bikepacker. I retired in 2023 and started bikepacking as a means to see the world on a shoestring budget, get into nature, and most importantly, keep the old man out. Welcome to my very first YouTube video. This is part 1 of my adventure, bikepacking the southernmost tip of Africa. On this adventure, I cycle with the largest antelope in the world, explore the Arniston caves, discover some breathtaking destinations, and wild camp in equally spectacular locations. So please sit back and join me on this adventure. On day 1, I cycled from Pearly Beach, a tranquil little town about 200 kilometers east of Cape Town, along the coast, through some beautiful farmlands towards Struisbaai. The original plan was to sleep on the beach, but you'll see how that turned out. I departed Pearly Beach on a gloomy morning. Unfortunately, this made it impossible to show you the pristine white beaches from which Pearly Beach got its name. I took a quick detour to Buffelsjagsbaai, a secluded, rugged bay known for its traditional crayfishing and its unspoiled coastal atmosphere. On the right is an abalone farm that contributes to the local economy and conservation by sustainably farming the local abalone called perlemoen. The perlemoen grows very slowly and takes over 3 years to reach market size. The farm uses an integrated aquaculture system, meaning abalone waste is used to grow seaweed, which is then fed back to the abalone, creating a sustainable closed-loop system. The operation is also mainly powered by these large wind turbines, highlighting its commitment to renewable energy. My second detour for the day was towards the Dam. The name translates directly from Afrikaans to the dam, which is ironic because there are no large dams in this area, but rather a pristine coastal beach with calm ocean waters. The Dam is primarily a municipal holiday resort, offering camping, caravanning, and self-catering chalets. The Dam is a very popular fishing spot and best known for its tranquil atmosphere. This region is a crucial component of the Cape Floral Kingdom called fynbos. It is the smallest but richest of the world's 6 plant kingdoms. It hosts approximately 2,000 species of indigenous plants, of which about 100 species are found nowhere else in the world. The plant species density equals that of a rainforest. This is a wetlands area, but in part 3, you'll see some amazing examples of the Cape fynbos when I cycle through the Whip Nature Reserve. This is not something you want to see when you're riding on a 50-kilogram bike. There's nothing like your first climb to wake up the legs. A nice tailwind helped a lot to ease me into this tour. With temperatures rising close to 30 degrees Celsius, this rare shady spot was perfect for lunch. A nice gourmet peanut butter and honey sandwich. I came across some blue cranes in the field. Unfortunately, the zoom in the camera was not sufficient to pick them up properly. The blue crane is the national bird of South Africa. It is one of only 2 crane species in the world that does not have the typical red, scaly patch of skin on its head. Its most distinctive visual feature, it is long, dark grey inner wing feathers that trail elegantly to the ground, giving the impression of a tail or a cape. Unlike many other cranes, the blue crane is ground-dwelling. It prefers to feed and nest in dry, grassy pastures and agricultural land. The blue crane has the smallest geographical range of any crane species in the world, with over 99% of the global population found in South Africa. It has adapted well to the agricultural lands of the Western Cape, which now holds over half of the national population. Despite its national status, the blue crane is listed as vulnerable on the International Union of Conservation of Nature Red List due to a steep decline in its overall numbers in recent decades. At this stage it was quite late in the afternoon and I was actively searching for a suitable camp spot for the night when I stumbled across these old salt pans, which is now a heritage site. The term pan means depression, like a cooking pan. Most Cape inland salt pans used to be coastal lagoons that got cut off from the sea. Between 1705 and 1713, the explorer Peter Colby reported saline pans near Elim and Bredasdorp. Both are towns in this area, which I will visit during this tour. These pans were exploited from 1791 to about 1980s. The brine was pumped from the floor of the pan into large concentration ponds and then into shallow ponds that allowed the moisture to evaporate. Salt was the first mineral to be exploited in South Africa during the colonial years and was mainly used in the growing fishing industry in this area. The pan is also a bird watching haven, especially during the migratory seasons. They host many bird species, including the lesser and greater flamingo. End of day 1, camp is set up. On my stretcher. Kitchen. Well, that's the end of day 1. It was a very successful day. Unfortunately, I had to change plans. The initial plan was to sleep next to the beach, but unfortunately when I got there the road was closed and I had to fall back to plan B, which I think worked out well with this heritage site here at the old salt mines. We just had dinner, camp is set up, and I'm ready for a nice quiet evening. And tomorrow I'll go on to Struisbaai, Agulhas, or Arniston, and end at Arniston. I've started this channel to raise funds and to bring joy to the 120 abused, abandoned and vulnerable children at the Herberg Children's Home in the rural town of Robertson, South Africa. Please watch my Suffer for Joy video for more information, and watch to the end of this video to see how you can help me bring joy to the lives of these children. Day 2 took me from the salt pans to Struisbaai, Agulhas, where I visited the southernmost tip of Africa, and onto an historic site with some old fish traps, and ended on the beach just outside of Agulhas. Good morning. Another beautiful day in the south coast. Just got up, busy boiling some water for morning tea. Then I'll make some porridge. So in the meantime I'll start packing up the bicycle and getting ready. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Nice relaxing morning, breakfast, tea. Enjoyed the scenery. I'm on the road. Short day today. Aiming for Arniston. This is the ungulate tortoise. It is typically found in this region of the Western Cape of South Africa. The Western Cape specimens often have a reddish color on its underside, giving it the Afrikaans name rooi pen skilpad or red-bellied tortoise. Its habitat stretches from Namibia in the north along the coast to about East London on the east coast of South Africa and into the arid Karoo region. It is well adapted to the sandy and dry conditions and the fynbos vegetation. It can be distinguished by its single shield under its chin, which the males use to fight. This old house on the right, with the white walls and thatched roof, is typical of the architecture introduced by the first settlers in this region. This region also features a variety of unique wetlands, which supports a high diversity of wetland plants, aquatic invertebrates, and over 60 waterbird species. The wetlands are home to endangered creatures like the Cape Platanna and the microfrog. On the left is a turnoff to the plot, which translates to the sheet or the slab. The Plaat is the longest continuous stretch of natural sandy beach in the southern hemisphere. It runs for approximately 14 kilometers or 8.7 miles from the town of Struisbaai towards the settlement of Arniston, making it perfect for long walks or runs. I'm entering the town of Struisbaai. There is some debate about the origin of the name, with three popular theories about its origin. The first is that it comes from the Dutch word for ostrich, struisvogel, as the bird once roamed this area. The second is that it derived from the Dutch word strooi, meaning straw or thatch, referring to the thatch roofs of the original fishermen cottages. The third is that it comes from the Old Dutch word meaning huge, in reference to the incredibly long beach. This small, picturesque harbour has a very famous and friendly local resident, Pari, the stingray. Pari is known for its large size and gentle nature, and often swims right up to the pier and boat launches, interacting with visitors and the local fishermen. The name Agulhas is Portuguese for needle. It is believed that the name stems from the fact that around the 16th century, early Portuguese navigators observed that magnetic north and true north coincide at this point, meaning their compass needles showed no magnetic deviation. Cape Agulhas is the southernmost tip of the African continent. It is the official geographical point where the warm Indian Ocean meets the cold Atlantic Ocean. This monument is located at the tip to denote the special spot, which is a popular tourist attraction and a photo opportunity. The Cape Agulhas Lighthouse, built in 1849, is the second oldest operational lighthouse in South Africa. It was built to guide ships around the notoriously dangerous coast, which is known for its powerful winter storms and massive rogue waves that can reach up to 30 meters or 100 feet high. The treacherous waters and jagged reefs have led to numerous shipwrecks over the centuries. This is the wreck of the Japanese fishing vessel Maishu Maru, which ran ashore in 1982. Tools found in this region suggest human activity dating back to the early Stone Age, over 1 million years ago. This area has a long history as a fishing hotspot, attracting the San and Kuhun people. These are the remains of fishing traps they used to catch fish. The fish will come closer to the shore to feed during high tide and then get trapped as the water slowly recedes approaching low tide. The shallow waters just off the coast are known as the Agulhas Bank, which is one of the richest fishing grounds in South Africa due to the meeting of the two major ocean currents, the warm Agulhas Current and the cold Benguela Current. End of day 2, I found this beautiful little secluded beach just outside Agulhas to set up my camp. I decided to keep it simple and just pitch my stretcher on the rocky beach. What a privilege to experience Mother Nature like this. My goal is to raise 120,000 Rand, or about $7,000 per year, for a birthday fund for the children of the Herberg Children's Home. For those of you who have the ability to contribute financially, you can donate directly to the children's birthday fund on my Back a Buddy page, Suffer for Joy. These funds will go directly into the bank account of the Herberg Children's Home. You can also support me personally by going to my Buy Me a Coffee page, The Unhurried Bikepacker. These funds will go towards subsidizing my adventures. I will leave links to both these pages in the comments below. Thank you very much to anyone who has made contributions to date. Day 3 took me from Agulhas to Arniston via some beautiful farmlands. Good morning. What a view to wake up to. Quite a bit of dew last night, so I take out my poncho just to keep the dew off the bed. Fantastic campsite for the night. I have to get up now and some breakfast. Busy boiling some water for my morning tea. After that, I'll just make my porridge, bit of jungle oats, some nuts, some dates, bit of powdered milk, some cinnamon. So I'll use some of the hot water that's left from the... Right, ready to hit the road. A nice relaxing morning. Because of the beauty of the spot, yesterday I didn't get to Arniston. Decided early yesterday afternoon to set up camp here outside Agulhas. So today is a very short ride, about between 40 and 50 kilometers to Arniston, where I'll find another spot. There's some caves in Arniston that I want to go and explore, so I'll probably stay there for this afternoon. My route meandered through the farmlands and eventually took me through this beautiful homestead with its mix of old and new buildings. The main agricultural activity in this region is grain farming, primarily the production of wheat and barley. The area is widely known as the breadbasket of the Cape due to this activity. Livestock such as sheep and cattle are also farmed in this region, often as part of a rotational farming system. Another day, another peanut butter sandwich. It is hot today. I've got a tailwind which makes the heat a bit worse, but traveling much faster. So I guess I shouldn't complain about it. About 10 kilometers to Arniston, and then I'm gonna head out to the caves and explore the caves a bit. I'm sitting here just enjoying the peace and the quiet, listening to the wind and the birds chirping. You can't help thinking how privileged you are to be able to do this. To sit here in the middle of nowhere, such a peaceful environment. There's a falcon in the back there over the fields searching for his lunch as well. This is Arniston. It's a fascinating spot on the South African southern coast. Arniston is the only town in South Africa with two official names, Arniston and Arniskrans. Arniston is named after the British transport ship HMS Arniston, which was tragically wrecked off the coast in 1815, resulting in the loss of 372 lives. Arniskrans is the original Afrikaans name, meaning Wagon House Cliff, after the enormous local sea cave. The village of Cassiesbaai, located within Arniston, is an authentic 200-year-old working fishing community and has been declared a National Heritage Site in its entirety. It is renowned for its picturesque, simple, whitewashed fishermen's cottages with thatch roofs. Arniston is also situated between two important conservation areas, the De Mont Nature Reserve and the De Hoop Nature Reserve. Furthermore, the entire coastline here is part of a marine reserve, which protects a large number of species, including the southern right whale, which can be seen during calving season, and the rare African black oystercatcher bird. This is the massive sea cave from which Varney's Krans derives its name. The legend claims the cave is so large that an entire ox wagon with a full span of oxen could turn around inside it. The cave is a natural wonder. The massive limestone sea cave is believed to be the largest coastal cave in Africa without a supporting pillar. The cave's impressive formations have been shaped by the relentless forces of the Indian Ocean through natural erosion and weathering over time, and is only accessible during low tide. Please support this channel by subscribing below, click on the like button, leave a comment, watch my other videos, and forward this video to 5 other people. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in my next adventure.